trophies in the air. These folks are ready as their guys get set to match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
They'll run for the first time with Swift.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Throwing is Rodgers. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first. Charles, a tough task ahead for this defense, trying to slow down Aaron Rodgers. What would you be trying to do?
I would think about selective pressure, Brandon, and what I mean by that is he's going to eat you up if you blitz him too often because he'll read that and go to the man coverage patterns. But every now and then you bring that pressure at him, make him deliver the ball on time. It's when he keeps the ball, maneuvers out of the pocket, and throws deep, that's when you're in big trouble.
Well, this Washington defense, Charles, terrific in the victory a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. That's into the hands of Jacob Harris. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On the option to give to Swift here. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, here's Swift. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. They run out of the gun with Swift. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Darius Slayton with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bucs take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Watson. Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Swift. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. DeAndre Swift, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Buccaneers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go. We've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they aren't a 1st or a 2nd seed come playoff time.
11 yards there, just like last play. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. The first carry for Josh Adams. And his first carry, he loses the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Well, he's not the starter coming in, getting his first carry off the bench. That's not the way to earn more carries.
You have to stay in the game, even if you're not on the field, right? Stay mentally sharp, stay ready. And above all, when you get into the game, hold on to the football. Don't let the other team have it.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Working with 2nd and 5 now. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And he fires one incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. I think this defense, Charles, realizing the deficit they're facing, they're going to have to step up and make more plays like we just saw there.
Yeah, those are the type of plays that can focus a defense because, as we know, they've had their trouble so far in this one. But they just proved to themselves that they can get to him, and I expect them to continue to bring that type of pressure in order to try and turn around their fortunes.
So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board, ended up settling for 3.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the... ...25-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
2 yards, good enough for a first. Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. The give is to Jones. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He's got the hook up with Conley. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Just a yard to go here on 2nd down.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
2 yards, good enough for a first. run. This is Jackson. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
10 yards there, good for a Washington first down.
Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Bo Scarborough. It was Justin Houston who got him down. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
So, Charles, this defense, they definitely know that they've got their hands full here going up against a group that has won 7 straight. What's the key for them in this ball game?
Well, we asked their defensive coordinator that very question, and the response was, we have the mindset that they actually have to react to us, not the other way around. So it sounds to me like the plan is to do the attacking and not wait to see what they present to them.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line.
Washington with their first trip to the red zone thus far.
1st and 10 at the 19.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Took nearly the entire first half, but a first red zone opportunity for him here. 1st and 10 at the 19. Watson, a little touch pass on the jet sweep. And he dives his way forward to right around the line of scrimmage, so nothing there that time.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Off of play action, it's Watson.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie Tyson Campbell.
He's at the 40, past the 20, and it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. A big play there by the rookie, an interception followed by the return for 6 points.
You want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff? Make plays like that.
Now Joey Sly for the point after.
And the lead is now 24. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone.
And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
but they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the gun, here's Watson. He'll get this one to Galladay. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
Let's go, D. Hey, 24. You got to step it up. Mike 9. Come on. Back.
On first down, it's Watson. Gets it quickly to Galladay. And he's going to have a first down, and they get into field goal range here at the 29. Now a first down throw, Watson. And Cooks hands it over the middle. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick 6 just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Watson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Buccaneers out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 4 yards the pickup, first down. They'll try the left side. It's Jackson. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Again, it's Jackson as he'll stay on the ground. And he's got some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 yards the pickup. 1st down, Washington. That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the
They're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continuing to have faith in it, and the running game is starting to pay off.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. A give to Jones. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40.
4 yards remain for 2nd down.
They'll go again to Jones. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. That's on Kelechi Osemele, the guard. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. They'll try the air now with Watson. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the 2nd half.
Here's Watson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And the Bucs are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
They had the big halftime lead. Their defense just helped them out further by forcing the turnover, so things are starting to look pretty rosy.
They certainly are, but they've got to be careful about getting complacent, though. They still need to go out and run their offense efficiently.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
In the 3rd quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming. They'll run right here with Swift.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38.
42 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down.
Here's Rodgers to throw.
Going right side, he finds Slayton.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer 1st down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Here's a handoff to Swift.
And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well.
That's on the guard, Connor Williams.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right.
This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 24 yards. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. Swift. Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding.
Now a carry for Swift.
And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. On play action, now Rodgers. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. DJ Chark, his 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Bucs are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. The extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that will extend this big lead.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And we'll see a return here from the end zone.
And he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Flag down. This could set him back. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Now they'll toss to Jones running left. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 3 quarters have come and gone.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Back now at FedEx Field. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
2nd and 11 now.
Again, it's Jones. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the veteran Richard Sherman. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Jamie Collins, give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Now a give right side Swift.
And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
26. Check my 47. Strip the ball. Strip that ball. Mike's 47. Mike's 47. Ain't no jumbo. We take a win.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Mike 47. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Dumps this one off to Jackson, the running back. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
As they say, this game hasn't exactly been one for the books. I mean, we're into the 4th quarter here, and now this happens, another turnover. Not one that they're going to hold up and say, yeah, this has been a banner day.
Absolutely. Still sitting on 0.
158. All day, baby, all day. Tight as Ringo. Tight as on the Ringo. Tight as on the Ringo.
On 1st down, Swift. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
2nd down and 4. They'll stay on the ground with Swift.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check, 47. Check pass, check pass.
On play action, Rodgers. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's the bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. Rodgers' throw there, hauled in by Claypool. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to... And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Watson, a little touch pass on the jet sweep. Room to run past midfield. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 87 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st and 10, Watson. Now a leaping catch, he's got it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Being chased, and he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. After the sack here, 2nd and 11. Another try after the 1st down sack. Watson And now here is another interception.
Picked off by the rookie Tyson Campbell. And the Buccaneers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And it would appear that the open week a week ago came just at the right time as they have dominated the proceedings here into this fourth quarter. And this is going to be a Bucs first down as he's able to take this up to the 30-yard line.
Now a timeout called for by the defense as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. 3 down. 3 down. 24 is the mic. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up.
Here's Swift.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Rodgers looking to throw.
Completion here to Claypool.
Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. And they take a knee. Victory formation now for the Buccaneers. Down to a knee they go. So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Buccaneers, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the New York Giants.
Meanwhile, for Washington,
it's just their 2nd loss so far to go along with their 7 wins. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.